The evening settles softly over the backyard as the sound of flowing water drifts gently through the air. The koi pond seems especially peaceful tonight, surrounded by stone edging, fresh mulch. Young plants slowly fill in around the water. The white daisies near the pond stand bright against the darker earth, while the purple blooms nearby sway lightly in the breeze. The broad green leaves around the garden beds look healthy and full, stretching upward toward the warmth of spring. Even the lily pads floating across the pond seem calmer somehow, resting quietly on the surface while the water continues flowing steadily from the filters. The garden is still growing, still becoming. Some plants have already flourished, while some are just beginning to spread and settle into their space. That's one of the beautiful things about a garden. It teaches patience. Not everything blooms at the same time, and not every season looks the same. Yet, little by little, growth happens anyway. The pond itself feels alive tonight. The sound of water pouring over the rocks creates a kind of peace that quiets the mind after a busy week. Beneath the surface, the koi move carefully through the shaded places under the lily pads. The pond has become more than just a project now. It feels like part of the home, part of the atmosphere of rest and comfort that fills the backyard. Today I began preparing to hang a screen above part of the pond to help provide more shade for the koi and to slow the growth of algae as the weather warms up. The sunlight is beautiful, but too much direct heat can quickly affect the balance of water. The screen will help protect the pond during the hotter days ahead while still allowing the breeze and soft light to pass through. Sometimes caring for something means paying attention before problems grow too large. Small acts of maintenance become acts of love over time. As I move around the pond, adjusting things here and there, I began thinking about how meaningful this Mother's Day weekend truly is. Family gatherings may seem ordinary in the moment, but later they become memories that we hold onto dearly. Sitting together, hearing laughter carry through the yard, watching loved ones relax and enjoy one another's company. Those are the moments that matter more than we often realize. Mother's Day especially reminds us to appreciate the quiet strength of mothers and grandmothers, the ones who prayed through difficult seasons, who stayed strong during storms, who carried burdens silently while still caring for everyone else around them. Much like a garden, families require nurturing, patience, and steady love to continue growing. As the evening cools, I notice the hanging heat lamp nearby and think back to the winter storm months ago. During those freezing nights, the lamp brought the warmth and protection for the kois outside, while icy winds swept through the yard. In moments like that, it becomes easier to reflect on how God watches over all his creations. Scripture reminds us that he cares even for the birds of the air, and if he watches over them, how much more does he watch over us? Through even cold season, every difficult moment, every uncertain day, his protection remains steady even when we cannot fully see it. There's something comforting about realizing how often God's care appears in ordinary places. In the warmth of a lamp during winter, in the sound of flowing water, in the steady return of spring growth after a hard season. The garden becomes a reminder that life continues forward. Healing continues quietly, and beauty can still emerge from difficult weather. As Mother's Day weekend slowly comes to an end, the house finally grows quiet after the conversations, meals, and togetherness of the day. The backyard settles into stillness with only the gentle sound of the pond continuing in the backyard. I ease onto the couch to relax for the evening and return to the elephant movie. One scene stays with me deeply: a mother elephant refusing to leave her calf after it becomes stuck in the mud. The calf struggles helplessly, frightened and unable to free itself alone. But the mother stays close, pushing, guiding, protecting, and patiently helping her baby until it can stand again. Watching that movie feels so connected to motherhood itself. Mothers often carry their children through seasons where they feel stuck emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. They encourage when strength feels weak. They remain present during hard times. They help pull their children through fear, mistakes, heartbreak, and uncertainty. The mother elephant never abandoned her calf when things became difficult or messy. She stayed close until the struggle passed. And in many ways, that reflects the heart of so many mothers: quietly strong, protective, patient, loving beyond measure. As the movie continues playing softly in the background, the peace of the entire weekend settles in. The flowing koi pond, the daisies blooming near the rocks, the purple flowers moving gently in the evening breeze, the warmth of the family gathering together, and the reminder of a mother elephant helping her child through the mud all seem tied together by the same truth. Love shows itself most clearly through care, protection, patience, and presence. And tonight, surrounded by the gentle sounds of water, the calmness of home, there is still simple gratitude for it all.